When people watch me lift maximum weights, they often say, man, that doesn't look like it's your maximum. Uh, Maybe sometimes on deadlifts, but definitely on squats. My top sets, my PRs look like they are very comfortable. And what I kind of internalize that as is it's I should be able to put more weight on the bar. But internally, what I'm feeling is different, right? This is where somebody externally watching doesn't see the whole picture because they don't understand what it feels like. A lot of times when I'm lifting, especially squatting, I feel like I can't even push. I can't even use what I have. It's a weird feeling, man. Like a lot of times I feel like I have like this hill to climb. My body's out of position and I'm just kind of like fighting out of position. It's like, medieval total war, you're fighting uphill. That's what it feels like. And then when you see some of these guys who are just like genetic freaks or, that maybe they have joints that are just better for lifting, I don't know, like proportions, all of that. They seem like they're just killing it and everything comes easy to them. I don't like, that's a loaded thought. I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. But a lot of times when I'm squatting, I feel like there's a balance issue. When I'm deadlifting, I feel like I can't get my hips under the bar. Like I can't push. It's just a pull. When I'm squatting, I feel like I'm tipping over and I'm basically pulling the damn squat up. When I'm doing these high bar wide stand squats, today I was able to put another plate on the bar. Felt pretty good. But this stance and trying to stay upright, it literally gives me that feeling that I have when I'm squatting 215. It's like, I know I can move this, but there's something blocking me, something making me go out of position. And there's like moments at the bottom of that ATG or of that wide stand squat where I feel like I'm tipping. Now the weight's easy, like I can muscle this weight. But there's like this technical breakdown. I don't know why, like maybe the adductors pull the knees in a little bit and there's like a cascade of events that happen thereafter. But it's like you see the last domino fall and you're like, he's not strong enough. But the whole chain reaction was started with the first domino, and it's as simple as the knees falling in. Now, if my knees don't fall in, I add like 20% more strength to the whole system. It's weird, like I don't know, it's very hard to explain to somebody, but that's kind of how I feel. It's really weird, and that's why for a long time I've always felt like I'm missing something here. Like there's something that is not being addressed in my training that is just letting the whole system down. And just like with, 20 kilo increase in a couple of months on the deadlift going from 265 to 285, I just feel like I addressed that little thing. I was able to push in the deadlift for the first time in a very long time. And why was that? Well, okay, leg press is great. But this whole wide stance squatting is doing the same type of sensation that I feel I can push. I'm staying more. And I reckon that's something to do with the glutes, not allowing that caving forward, leaning over. Because if the glutes continue to contract and force you into that upright, because if you think about it, when glutes contract, you become more upright. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, this is, very confusing to think about. But, yes, the rowing as well, the upper back doesn't cave, you stay more upright, all that stuff. But it's like, I wish one day I would lift where it feels like, okay, this is my strength maximum. But a lot of times, and I'm sure you're also feeling the same way, you just feel out of position, man. It's like the prime moving muscles are not being taxed maximally. They are not failing. It's some freaking accessory sucker on the side that's just screwing the whole thing over. It's like, somebody within your ranks in the medieval times, ran across the freaking lines, a turncoat, told the guys where you're going to be, and now your position is completely the opponent's or the opposition's, the enemy's knowledge, and you're getting screwed. You're getting outflanked. You're like, man, I have not even used my full capacity of my army because these guys have come and outflanked me on the side. It's like that feeling. And this is where maturity under the bar, maturity in the gym, you kind of sort of realize, okay, you can continue to squat, you continue to deadlift and bench all the time and push and bang your head against the wall. But at some point, you need to just kind of think to yourself, is it the prime movers that are failing me? Or is it some other stuff? You know, it's just, that's kind of where I'm at mentally. It's like, this wide stance squats, yeah, sure, they are not taxing my prime movers like, the big stuff, like, narrow stance, 180 for freaking 13. Not doing that. Speaking of that, actually, right? So I did 180 for 13. Great stuff. But I put 200 on the bar, and all of a sudden I'm kind of caving in. I'm unfit to move the heavy stuff, but I'm very, very fit to move the lighter stuff, let's say 180, for a whole stack of sets and reps, right? Like, it's just weird. So if you have a weakness that is screwing you up, sure, you can have endurance at that lower weight, but that accessory muscle, that other thing is going to screw you up when you go to try to level up. That's kind of what lifting has felt like for me. And so variation is a must. You're not going to address these things with specificity, just doing the same old damn thing all the time. You're going to have to break away and search through variation what's letting you down. And just simply changing grip, stance can sometimes just do that by itself. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.